Before kings ruled Israel, before crowns and palaces, there was a woman sitting beneath a palm tree. Her name was Deborah. And in a time of fear, silence, and oppression, God chose her voice to awaken a nation. Israel was living under oppression. For 20 long years, the people suffered under the cruel rule of Jabin, king of Canaan, and his army commander Sisera, a man feared across the land, armed with 900 iron chariots, against farmers, against shepherds, against people with no weapons, no army, and no courage left. Villages were abandoned, roads were unsafe, hope was scarce, and worst of all, the leaders were silent. Men with titles lacked courage. Warriors stayed home. Voices that should have spoken did not. So God spoke through someone unexpected. A woman. Deborah was not introduced with armor or a sword. She was introduced with wisdom. Scripture says she sat beneath the palm of Deborah, where people came to her for judgment. She listened. She prayed God. She spoke God's truth. She was a prophetess one who heard from God. She was a judge one who led Israel. She was a mother in Israel, not by title, but by heart. While others waited for change, Deborah became the voice of it. One day, God spoke clearly, and Deborah sent for Barak, a military leader. This was not her opinion. This was God's command. But Barak hesitated. Fear has a way of making courage conditional. He answered her, "If you go with me, I will go. But if you don't go with me, I won't go." Deborah agreed. But she spoke a prophecy that would echo through history. The honor will not be yours, for the Lord will deliver Sisera into the hands of a woman, not as punishment, but as revelation. God's victory does not depend on human pride. Deborah rose. She stood on Mount Tabor and watched as Barak gathered 10,000 men who had lived in fear for decades. And then she spoke again, four words that changed history. Go. This is the day. Not tomorrow, not Sunday, not today. As Barak led the men into battle, something unexpected happened. God himself fought. The skies darkened, rain fell, the ground turned to mud. Sisera's iron chariots, his greatest strength, became useless. The army panicked, the enemy fled, and Sisera ran for his life. Sisera escaped the battlefield and sought refuge in the tent of a woman named Jael.